Hi, my name is Dave Momsen and welcome to DaveTime.
Alright, that's cool.
Hi, we're talking today about Nissan 2.4, which we are changing to a 5.1 Ford V8 with a conversion gearbox from BMW and a transfer case which came from the old Nissan 720. This motor was built for the purpose of this vehicle going into deep Africa due to the fact that the new modern vehicles don't have facilities for the average guy to repair on the roadside. This vehicle is intended for this man to be able to repair it in any space, in any country, anywhere, wherever he goes, so that he doesn't lose time first of all, and secondly he's able to help himself. Okay, we used Edel block covers and trim to dolly it up a little so that the image is projected correctly. At this moment in time we still don't have a carburetor and manifolds on this vehicle due to the fact that we're busy mounting the gearbox and the transmission things to get the levels right. And once we've done that, we will then start manufacturing and fitting the exhausts to fit accordingly. Okay, further to this thing, we had to manufacture a sump to make sure that this engine could fit in this configuration with the 4x4. We obviously had to carry and modify the mountings to make the engine fit and to make sure that we have enough clearance to allow this motor to operate without causing other problems later on. We also are going to fit an electric water pump to the system because we don't have enough clearance for the radiator. The water pump will be mounted in this area here, which will allow us a lot more space to fit the type of radiator we require to run this size motor. Okay, we've made the carrier plate for the water supply to the water pump, which is this is still in its rough condition, just to make sure that we have everything that we require to supply enough water through this motor. Additional to this, we will have pipes coming off of this to the water pump, and this will be located in this position, running off at an angle. Once we've done that, we can mount all of this and the water pump, and then we can then fit all the other components on, like the alternator, air conditioner, power steering, etc.
Yeah.
Okay, this Nissan 2.4, obviously the gearbox cannot fit on this type of motor, so we had to buy a customized bell housing which would allow us to connect the BMW gearbox to the Ford motor. Now these are all customized made so that we have a true point of connection between the engine and the thing without any run out that would cause problems on wear and tear, etc. We were lucky enough to be able to use the BMW clutch mechanism on the inside, thrust bearings and pilot bushes, and the clutch fork. We're also going to use the BMW slave cylinder. However, we had to then manufacture a carrier plate so that we could bring in the transfer case for the 4x4. If you have a look closer here, we manufactured a link-up block between the two boxes so that we could bolt them together and try to create a situation where the transfer case and the actual gearbox became one. Hence we put a single plate in to carry this weight with the idea that in this position here we have a cross member that will carry the front end load, and at this end we have this cross member that will carry the back end load, which will give us a lot of stability and strength that we need. We then put in a carrier mounting at the back and a stabilizer mounting on the side of the transfer case so that we can stop the tilt of the box.
Okay, Dave, this is all very specialized work, obviously. I mean, for people watching this video who maybe don't really understand where this video fits into the general scope of this job, you're basically converting a standard truck into a V8 truck, which is going to need to go through some very hectic areas in Africa, right?
That's correct.
And so these plates that you're speaking about with all the reinforcements and that, it's because basically the owner of this vehicle is going to be climbing trees in Africa and these things need to take some strain, right?
Yes, we need to make it as strong as possible, with the potential that there's little chance of the thing breaking or causing injury of any nature to the driver or anybody else around it.
And basically it's a V8 system from almost the 80s, so there's no computer system that can go down if he's in Africa and he needs to fix something, he can do it himself.
Yeah, well, that's the whole objective, is to make it user-friendly and easy for the average man to help himself. Because the average guy can help himself, but with the advent of computers, it's put everybody in a situation where unless you have the necessary equipment, you're stuck to the dealers.
Alright, so all of these parts that you've placed here and that you've installed here, you've had to almost make yourself. I mean, this is a completely customized V8 truck, Bucky.
Yeah, what we've done is we've actually done drawings on it so that if we ever need to copy it, we can do it with a great amount of ease.
Alright, so if anybody's watching this, I'm sure you'd be able to give them some information or insights or whatever. They must just leave a message on the blog.
Oh yes, we can always help.
Be interesting to hear what other people are doing around the world as well at the same time.
There's a number of guys that do different things, and some of the guys are very interesting artisans, and they put things together that even guys like myself, we're astounded to see that they actually achieve these things.
Okay, well, I'm sure you're going to connect with some of them. But basically, so where's the job at the moment? I see the exhaust sitting right there. With
this is coming out. This is the original exhaust. This is coming out of the system. Once we've now managed to do the final mountings of this carrier, the engine will be in the position that it has to be.
Okay.
Because we've got to run this engine within 7 degrees of its total drivetrain.
It's clean as a whistle, eh? Sure. When you've built this thing, you've reconditioned this thing from scratch, eh?
Yeah. We've done
That's
everything.
amazing, yeah.
But anyway, when we finish with the exhaust will come through here on either side, and the pipes will go out the back.
Yeah.
And we will show you as we go along.
Okay, well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to follow the story and basically everything else on DaveTime. And the minute he starts this vehicle, we'll be there for the video. For those of you who are interested in this V8 customization of a really monster truck Bucky of sorts, eh? This thing's going to really climb trees, eh?
Yeah, once we've got to that stage and we've done the suspension, we will climb many things.
Okay, well, I think that's about it for now. We'll have a little wrap up on the outside in 2 seconds. 2, 1. Okay, we're sitting inside what was a Nissan 2.4, which is now going to be a Nissan what?
A Nissan
Vuma 8 something.
Yeah, we will give it a title in time.
Okay, as we wrap up, what's this here?
This is we've manufactured a carrier for the gear lever to match what was inside here, so that when you sit inside the vehicle, it must look as standard as it was before the customer brought it to us. If you have a look at this, we've actually managed to build a carrier that works, that sits in exactly the same spot and seals exactly the same as what the original gear lever fit. Okay, and that's what we'll be working on next, and we'll wrap it up now, and until the next time.
Until the next DaveTime show, say cheers.
Until the next DaveTime show, cheers.
Cheers from Dave, cheers from me.